G'day, and thanks for dropping in. Happy Feast of St. Thomas. St. Thomas is often well known for two things. Firstly, he's depicted as the doubter. He's even referred to as Doubting Thomas most often. And secondly, he's recognised for his great acclamation, "My Lord and my God." While both of these are admirable points of reflection, today I invite you to think about St. Thomas in the 8 days between him hearing of the visit of Jesus to the other apostles and the moment of revelation that he had with the Lord. What must have happened in those 8 days? How would Thomas have felt? What difference did the 8 days make? And do we as Christians sometimes walk with Thomas in those 8 days? I would suggest that the answer to that last question is yes. During those 8 days, St. Thomas would have been hearing from the disciples about their encounter with Christ. St. John Chrysostom, the Golden Tongue, says that these 8 days allowed St. Thomas to enkindle his own faith, so it was enlivened even more as he met Christ. The faith that St. Thomas nourished was increased in these 8 days. It's not enough to say that St. Thomas missed the Lord's visit one day and then Christ came the next to make up for it. St. Thomas did not believe, and over the 8 days his aptitude and disposition towards believing would have been fueled by the constant witness of the other disciples. This means that when Jesus did appear and Thomas did see Jesus, we can understand how his faith, which had been nurtured in these previous days, burst into such glory with the exclamation, "My Lord and my God." So we as Christians can walk with St. Thomas in these days. We do not walk with Thomas in his disbelief alone, but we walk with St. Thomas under the care of the disciples into belief. So as we journey through the week between Masses, or as we journey towards the opening of churches as restrictions lift, we can walk with Thomas, taking heart and hearing his witness of the other disciples handed down through scriptures and in tradition of our faith. Each week we can then approach the Lord with strengthened faith, just like St. Thomas, and say in our turn, "My Lord and my God."